Hello. Okay, this is Zagan. He's a Hymer B544 2001 model. I'm just going to quickly show you around the outside in this video, and then I'll do another video of the inside and show you what's in there. Our history is we spent 2 years living in a earlier version of this, a 1993 model, and we travelled around Europe and North Africa for a couple of years and lived in it all full time. We spent some of that time on campsites, but a lot of time we spent free camping or wild camping, as some people call it. So we got used to using all the features of the van quite heavily. We've only just got this one, so we've noticed there's some new features on it which are much better than the, well, a little bit better than the older one. This one's not much bigger, it's half a metre bigger, so this is 6.06 metres long, so it's an extra 6 centimetres over 6 metres. And you notice the space inside a little bit, but not all that much, to be honest. So I'll have a quick look outside. So it's a front wheel drive, 2.5 litre turbo diesel engine, 2.8 litre even. This one's done 49,000 miles, which is pretty good. It's got a full service history, which is fantastic. It's got on top a solar panel, which you can only just see the black edge off up there, and a couple of leisure batteries inside, so that's a useful feature for us, especially when we're off grid quite a lot. It's got these fantastic, it's got 3 wipers, which I really love, and it's got loads of cracking little wiper squirty things that are actually on the blades, which just make me howl. Anyway, back to more serious things. So there's the filler cap, the diesel filler cap. There's the mirrors on this one they don't go all the way to the top, so these things strangely like just come out to just go up to there, which actually works fine. You don't, on before they went up and linked around and gone to the top, but that seems to be absolutely okay. This one's an OurTour chassis, so what that means is, I'll go around the other side so you can see a little bit better. What it means is it's got a double floor, so this grey bit here is actually 2 floors. There's a floor that you stand on, which is up there, and then the actual bottom of the van is across here, which means that you get a bunch of lockers. You can see one just there, I'll have a look at it in a minute, that you can store things in between the floors. The freshwater tank and the grey water tank are also between the floors, so that means that they're insulated, which is good for cold weather, and it also means that the freshwater tank's not taking up any space. So in the older van, one of the seats had the freshwater tank underneath it, so you couldn't use the space at all. Okay, so we've got absolutely bags of storage in this one. This one's 3,500 kilograms maximum weight, which should be plenty for us. We haven't been down the weighbridge yet to find out what it weighs without all our stuff in it, but we'll do that soon enough. Okay, let's just have a quick look in the old gas locker. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, so what it's currently got in it is a couple of gas bottles. So now this is a lightweight one. I'm not sure about that one. I think he said it was lightweight. It's got an auto switchover valve in it to switch over between the two. You can't really get these, well, you can't get them abroad. I think you can only get that one in Holland. So these will come out and get replaced with a gas light system. And I'll put an LPG filler. I'll have to put it in the door of this one because there's nowhere for it to go in the skirt. You have a look there and there isn't actually anywhere for it to go, and you can't route the pipe through the inside of the van, the habitation area, because it's not safe. So yeah, so those two will come out, we'll sell them, and we'll put probably 11 kilogram and a 6 kilogram gas light bottle in there, and then reuse that auto changeover valve. Okay, so that's the gas. Let that down. Right, let's have a look in one of the lockers. So this is the big locker on the side. Just crack that open. Just bring it up, and it's got these little catches that hold it up. There you go. Okay, so as you can see, it's got a fair bit of space in there. I'll poke this inside. I don't know if you can tell, but it actually goes all the way back to the other side. So if you've got anything that's long, you can put it in between both sides. Yeah, isn't that Charlie? Come back in. So so that's one of the lockers. Come back up. This guy has got put some external points on it as well. There's an external gas point in here, a 240 volt and a 12 volt, because you quite often use the awning on the outside of it. Let's come around and have a little look. There's Charlie. Have a look at us. It's got an electric step, which is lots of fun. What else have we got? It's got a little external light there. This one's had a long awning put on it, so it's got a really long awning going across the other end, which will be useful for us. We'll use that quite a bit, staying nice and warm. Let's have a quick look at the door. So somebody's put a clock on it. It's got a deadbolt, which is good, and then it's got a standard lock, locking it up, and it's got a built-in fly screen, which is quite cool. We didn't have that on the older one. And he's also fitted some handles, which are good, on the inside as well, which is pretty useful. Come around the back. See, it's got a skirt for the keeping the rain spray down. This one's got a 2 bike rack on it, which you'll probably whip off. There's the vent for the fridge. It's got a reversing camera as well, which works fine. We've kind of got used to Stu giving me directions there, me working out what I'm doing, which works well. Okay, and on this side we've got here's the toilet. The luke's pretty standard. Thetford C200 cassette in there somewhere. Going to be fitting a SOG unit to that shortly. There is another locker just here, which again is a full length that way for half of it, and the spare wheel is underneath there as well. That's actually a really big locker, that one. There's the grate, and for emptying the grey water, and the tap for that's inside to try and stop it freezing up. We come up here and we've got there's the 230 volt hookup. Pretty standard thing that for hooking up. It's got an external sat TV point as well, so you can have a satellite dish on a tripod out here. We're not going to use that, but it's got one anyway. This locker goes actually underneath one of the seats, so that's the underside of the seat, as you can see, and there's the air blown heating, which heats the lockers. I believe it heats the space underneath the floors as well, in between the two floors, so when you've got the heating running, it will heat the freshwater tank and the grey water tank to try and stop them freezing. Another locker, vast amounts of space. Freshwater fill up. These are all lock. I've undone them just so I can quickly speed round. That's where the fresh water goes, and I think that is about it. So yeah, there you go. That is the outside of your Hymer B544 2001.